Hello everyone, it's been a while. I thought I would give you an update on Gatsby's health and what has been going on with him. Okay, I'll put you down. Just to preface, it is mostly good news. Okay, so let's get started. As you may know, last year in August, Gatsby was treated for nasal cancer. We were so fortunate to get Gatsby treated at UC Davis. And then at the beginning of the year in January, when Gatsby was going in for his checkup, they did an ultrasound of his abdomen area and found that he had two large masses in his adrenal glands. They help produce hormones essential for life, also help balance like magnesium levels and stuff like that. We did urine tests, we did like an 8-hour blood test to see if he had Cushing's disease or a pheochromocytoma. He tested negative for both of those, which is really good. That's where we left off in the last vlog. I guess one thing that I just wanted to go over, which I guess it would be a thing that would make sense. When Gatsby got his radiation on his nasal tumor, the average lifespan for a dog after the treatment is about 1 year. They said that's the average or that's like the median. The question was, if Gatsby has now adrenal cancers, is it really going to be worth it to treat those if now that it's January, he has like about 7 more months to live? Is it worth it to put him through all this extra stuff when, if his nasal cancer is going to be coming back? Gatsby and I had an appointment set to do a CT scan for the adrenal glands, and they said that since he's already going to be sedated for that and they're going to be doing a CT scan of his abdomen, they might as well do a CT scan of his nose to see what has been going on with that, because even though they treated him with radiation for his nasal cancer, they don't know what happened inside the nose because there's no way to see. All they know is that he has airflow in his nose. When you radiate the tumor, it basically just shrinks the tumor. It doesn't like get rid of the tumor altogether. But you don't really know by how much it shrunk. All we know is that it shrunk enough so that there's airflow. It was gonna be a really stressful day. Good morning, it's like 6 a.m. right now. I am, of course, worried because the results will determine everything. So it's gonna be like a long 8 to 9 hours. I'm picking up my friend Acacia. She's gonna keep me company while I wait, which is really nice, and head over to Davis. It'll be like a 2-hour drive. Are you ready to go?
He's a little bit worried. He knows something's up because we had to wake up super early.
We made it. In the meantime, Acacia and I just went to the cafeteria and we just sat at a booth. Just waiting there for like those 6 to 7 hours was excruciatingly stressful. So after Gatsby was done, I met up with the head of the oncology department and they went over the results of the CT scan. And so let's go over the results. They wanted to go over his nasal tumor. The tumor shrunk by 90 to 95%. They said that that was basically the best results that you could ever ask for. So the 1-year prognosis was mainly just like a median, which means half of the dogs live longer than that and half of the dogs live less than 1 year. The good news is that due to the fact that the nasal cancer shrunk so much, Gatsby would fall on the more than 1 year expected lifespan for the nasal cancer due to the fact that the radiation treatment was so effective. When I heard that, it just made me feel like so much better. They were saying if the nasal cancer was coming back with a vengeance, that it wouldn't be worth it to start treating his adrenal tumors, which are a more slow growing cancer. So it's really good news for Gatsby's nasal tumor. Oh my gosh. I keep mentioning how stressed out and worried I've been, and this was like a huge sigh of relief. Let's move on to the next part, which is Gatsby's adrenal tumors. So as I mentioned, Gatsby has bilateral adrenal tumors. I believe his left side is the worst side. When they ran the CT scans, they said that also the shape of the adrenal on the left side is really abnormally shaped. It's kind of like spiky. They said that it looks just like very angry, and they're very worried about that side. What they would suggest is that we need to treat the left side, the one that looks very problematic. The CT scans revealed that the cancer has started to spread, and it started to spread into one of the blood vessels. But the good news is that they said if they could choose any blood vessel for the cancer to start spreading into, they said that it's the one that it started spreading into right now. And so it is the good one where it doesn't really affect the rest of the body. The other thing we had to discuss at the meeting was which form of treatment we would go with. That brings us to the next point. Radiation or surgery. There are pros and cons with both. The fact that Gatsby is a candidate for surgery is, a really good sign. If they did radiation, they would basically target the adrenals and basically destroy it through radiation. It shrinks the tumor, the cancer will eventually come back. But the good news for doing radiation treatment is that the risks are relatively low. Another downside they said is when they did a CT scan modeling, in order to maneuver correctly, it would end up hitting his kidneys as well. So he would have some kidney damage from the radiation. They were suggesting that even though that they are the radiation department, they suggested that I speak with the head surgeon because luckily UC Davis actually has a world famous surgeon that is known specifically for removing adrenal glands. He is actually the one who wrote the procedures on removing adrenal glands. Adrenal gland surgeries are actually considered the most dangerous and risky surgery out of all the surgeries, and apparently most vets don't want to do them because it has a very, very high fatality rate. The adrenals are apparently located in a very dangerous area, and even if they're able to remove the adrenals successfully, apparently there can be lots of complications after the surgery. However, the benefit of doing surgery over radiation is that if it's successful, they can remove the cancer and Gatsby would be cured. Yeah, hi Gatsby. We would never have to worry about that it coming back. Also, it wouldn't damage his kidneys. So they wanted me to speak with the head surgeon. Just doing some research on adrenal gland surgeries. Success rate tends to be around 65%. And those are not good odds to me. So I was a little bit worried. So after waiting for a week, finally was able to speak with the head surgeon. Of course, he's very busy. I was so glad that, the oncology team was able to get me to be able to speak with him. He shared with me that he has done almost 100 adrenal ectomies. And so I asked him, what is your % success rate? And he said it was 95%, which sounds really good. He reviewed Gatsby's CT scans. He thinks that Gatsby is a very good candidate. If I went with surgery, they're gonna do everything laparoscopically. What that means is they just poke holes in the body and stick cameras inside, and then stick tools inside and do the surgery from inside of his body without having to cut open his stomach. And then what they do is they cut the adrenal gland off and they pull it through the hole and they remove it that way. Ugh, gross. I watched a few videos and it was gross. If I was the one with the adrenal tumor, would I want radiation or would I want surgery? If it were me, I would go with surgery. I would want the cancer out of my body. If I had access to the world's best surgeon for this specific thing, I think I would go for that. I would go with that. Being Gatsby's advocate, I decided on going with surgery for him too. Gatsby's gonna be all shaved pretty much everywhere. They're gonna shave his whole stomach and around his back, and he's gonna have stitches in him. And they think that, he's still very healthy, so it seems like everyone believes that he'll be able to get through this. Anyway, that's the plan. You guys are all caught up now. Yeah? Gatsby, also you get a few more weeks to just exercise and relax. He's not showing any signs that he has, a cancer in his adrenals right now. He's totally fine, so he doesn't even know that anything's going on right now with him. Anyway, that's our update. But other than that, oh, thank you. In our last video, we opened quite a few birthday presents that people sent us, but we got some more that we just open that up to finish up the vlog. So should we do that? Let's do that. Gatsby, we got all these gifts here. Should we open them? He's all excited. Okay, here we go. Look at, he's back to full energy. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at this. It says Gatsby on it. Gatsby, this is not a toy. From Brian and Maxine. They got Gatsby a name thing here. I'll put it right here. This is from Aiden and Katie from Libertyville, Illinois. Look at this. Gatsby, look at that. Wow, I like it. Tabitha from Aston, Pennsylvania. Oh, look at that. You got toys. Thank you so much, Tabitha. This one is from Maricela from Newark, California. We wanted to send you both some goodies and a very special picture that my son drew on his iPad. Doggy bowls, towels. Thank you so much, Maricela and Gio. There's something really heavy in this one. Hi, Ryan. My name is Lisa. I work for a company that creates a very special water. We recently added a pet selection and I immediately thought of Gatsby. Gatsby's feeling fine right now, but I think that, you know, after the surgery, his body's gonna need to recover. So I'm gonna save the water until then. This is from Angie from Batavia, Illinois. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here. Look at this, it's a pizza. Go! I hope these goodies make you boys smile and remind you just how much you're loved. Oh, thank you, Angie. Look at this mug, I love it. Sour Patch, gummy octopus, sour worms. Wow, I really scored here. Sour watermelon sharks. Ooh, hot cocoa. It's a royal corgi keychain here. Oh, look at all this stuff. Gatsby, can you not eat all that stuff? This is a Chinese feng shui coin. Oh my gosh, this is so thoughtful. Angie, thank you so much. You guys, everyone who sent us stuff, thank you so much. It's just so kind of you. I just want to thank you guys again for being so patient with us. I also want to thank you guys for supporting us with all the merchandise, all of his treatments and his surgeries and stuff. It's gonna cost a lot. We have our new merchandise launch with our new t-shirts. We have Gatsby's keychain. All the money from our merchandise shop will go to Gatsby's treatment. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'll see you guys in the next video.